managers and business owners are mainly focused on the P&L statement. So it always comes down to the bottom line. Is that a good approach to, I don't know, manage the feasibility of a business opportunity? But I think the cash flow statement is also very important, and sometimes it gets neglected very easily. So can you tell us about like cash flow, how important that is to the viability of
I just say cash is a king. You might have a lot of assets, but if you don't have a cash to pay for the current obligations and liabilities of the business, you might go bankrupt. You might have a really good receivables, but people don't pay. What's going to happen? You still have to catch up with the liabilities and pay the obligations, and you potentially can go down. So cash flow is very important. It's really important to know how long it takes usually for the business to recover the cash, to pay off the obligations, how the business can delay the payments, and putting some what I call it criteria or devices or basically softwares or solutions in place to collect the cash faster. It's very important.
Thank you. And Gikan, in terms of streamlining the operations, how can a business improve its cash or revenue streams to have that cash flow going and reach its goals over time? How do you suggest a strategy would work in that area?
So generally speaking, it is two sides of an equation. You get the money in, you spend the money on something. Now, if you want to have a healthy cash flow, you need to make sure that the intake is right and is timely. As Amir said, many businesses neglect the fact that time is an element here. So the temporal dimension of the cash flow is very important. You may have a lot of money by year end, but you need to pay your invoices right now. And if you can't pay your invoices, what's going to happen to you? You're going to go bankrupt, right? So, and that calculation is simple. It is not scientifically very complex, but people neglect to do that. They don't look at the chart and say, okay, I need $100,000 in August, and I'm only making $90,000. It's time for me to go and do one of the two things. Either push my invoices down, manage my costs, and actually three things, or finance. Get a loan. Get a loan to get you past that basically bottleneck, then you're healthy. But if you leave it for too late, you never can recover. Now, from the efficiency side, that is basically where our skills come to play. People, businesses, small or big, you can't believe even the billion-dollar businesses of the world are bleeding money like it's not funny. And it is not very simple, but it is simple. You need to think about your business operations, your business processes, and try to plug all those holes. And those holes are generally speaking coming from when you don't add any value to your customer, but you incur cost. Get rid of all those non-value-add activities, save the money, and serve your customers better. Again, some business owners think, if I save cost, I do a lip service to my client. I am sort of, too protective of my business. I see it exactly the opposite. If you don't have the money to invest in your product, in your innovation, in your services, then is the time that you're doing a lip service to your clients. Keep the cash. You need the cash. You're a business. You're not a non-for-profit. And if you want to be very charitable, go and donate some of your revenue to a charity. That's what we call corporate social responsibility. But business is business. You need to run the business in the most efficient way. Go and do the charity work elsewhere. Don't combine the two things together.
And Nikan, in terms of sustainability, we hear it over and over and over how important sustainability is, especially with the Australian government and the businesses. Sometimes it's becoming a very flashy term. Sometimes the meaning is not interpreted the way it's supposed to. In terms of improving the sustainability of a business, is it actually possible? Is it just a flashy term to use in a business?
Look, again, a fantastic question. And I think this is, in a paradigm, I see it as the conflict between a CEO and a CFO. So CEO's job is growth. CEO's job is the future, the innovation, the new product, the next thing, the next big wave, and how to catch it. What does it require? Money. CFO's job is to look at the today of the business and the short-term future of the business and say, yes, all those dreams are nice, but we need to achieve those dreams in a financially sustainable way. If you are a public company, you are liable to your shareholders. If you are a PTY Ltd, a private, you are again sort of accountable to your shareholders, small shareholders. Even if you are a sole trader, you are accountable to your family and yourself. So you can't, we all need to dream big. But when financial sustainability comes in, is don't go and do uncalculated bets. Don't take too much risk into the business, and I understand the risk and reward are both sides of an equation, but that is the job of a CFO, to come and control the health of the business, the sustainability of the business. Because, let's use a metaphor. You are a surfer. You go to the ocean and you want to get the biggest or catch the biggest wave that's coming your way. If you are not skilled and if you are not prepared, you die before even you get to that wave. So the financial sustainability is keep your head above the water level till you get to that wave, be ready and go and ride the wave.
And look at the horizon.
Yes.
And your last question, in terms of sustainability, the financial sustainability of the companies, because companies, what their aim at the end of the day is maximizing shareholder value. And people are after the biggest amount of money they can make. Is it possible to sustainably grow in the meantime of the business operating?
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's just one of the things I usually tell business owners is improve the process, provide a good service, make sure invoice all the time, because a lot of people forget about invoicing and they left everything behind. And then expect to collect money. And definitely, as Nick said, you're in the business to make money, so it's possible, but providing you provide a quality service and you consider how much you're spending for that and spend on vital expenses and cut the cost of unrelevant expenses that doesn't add value to the client, to the business. There is no, and then that creates a sustainable business. Get the right people to come in to join the party, and I don't see any reason why not growing.
Great. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Nikan. Thanks for everyone who joined in and we had this conversation today. We're still at the Sydney Franchising Expo. Stay tuned for more videos to come.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you. Thank you.